Hello. It's any flickering is my crappy camera. Well, you can see this brings in a bit more assembly on my very simple game I'm working on. And tonight I added in 2 box scrollers and done the poking. I'm loading A with a value, then a memory location gets filled with A. Basic loading Y19X0 and Y19X31 with a rolling feature, just to do a single line. That's actually what we're going to scroll right there, and the rest of it's the game as it stands. And here's the main loop going on with the key pressing. There's just keys 1 to 4 at the minute, and I've added in the scrolling, doing 2 to the left, just as the demo is going to show. It's the ground, whatever moves beneath the player, and when you press the keys, the speed of the scrolling will increase because the player's going that way, and you'll match the scroll going back the other way as reverse in this demo. And this is all the code that I'd lifted from Jonathan Caldwell's book, and this is the demo, first kind of game you get to plug in and chuck a character around the screen, and I'm adding modules on as I go to make it more and more of a game. And here are the scrolls. S right for scrolling right, picking up the box coordinates and checking for illegals, all of that. So it's picking up the values that we poked in before. We're not talking through that. Okay, that's doing the left right scroll. Here's the one for left scroll, doing exactly the same. Now look at these things in pink here. We've got things like next line and next rows and leave it and roll. It's practically the same code with 3 points that have been altered. So you just might have seen back there change for the left scroll. There's 3 different. There's another one. I've left them marked. I know where they are. And because in the book it's using the same references like next rows, like the other one, this assembler goes, no, you can't have the same name that you used in the right hand routine for the left one. So I've just stuck a number 1 on the end so it knows the difference and it's happy with it. So these were hex values in the book, and I've changed them so it's readable for us, easier. It accepts both. Here was a value that was put in from the book, and it's actually saying load DE with F820 and hex. It doesn't like it. You have to have that 0 on the front. Don't ask me why. Letters on the answers on the postcard. I wouldn't be interested anyway. The damn thing works. And that's the end of the program. So it's already been assembled. And of course it's probably going to insult me now. Just get a camera check. I will bring that in. Try and fill the screen for you. Just run it. Oh, business. This is bring it out. Well, they're just colours and everything. Get this to fill your screen. Camera. Yeah, it's as good as. Right, so you can just focus that in. Get some colour into it, maybe. It's because the lights in here, what have you. There you go. I think it was supposed to be scrolling all the time. Was that this the version? Well, I'll show you something. So that's the older version. Okay. Yeah, so whichever way I move, left and right, I can do that. Okay, so what happened to the assembler now? Has it altered the screen size? Where's it down? Oh, it's down here, look. Right, so why is it doing? Let's go back to the beginning. Okay, we'll save and assemble. There we go. Thank you. Right, because I had to restart, it's reprinted. Back up there, it's defaulted to that. We'll just wipe that out and take over. Okay, so I've got it in a situation where we're just flying along. We could have a little rocket out the back maybe. So I'm going to move to the right and it should speed up the scroll. And carry on scrolling. It just goes back to the scroll. But now I'm going back. I'll follow the crest of the wave. Now, this is the first time I've done this, so there's room for improvements and all sorts. So even works on diagonals. Now we do such things as have that assembler back, and let's just take out all of the scrolling related to when the player moves. Okay, calling the left and right scrollers when the player moves. So now all we're calling now is, in fact, we'll just call one shift left. Just save that and assemble it. No thing. It's pretty much like a reset of the game, isn't it? And it's stop flickering once you start. So I'm hitting the edge now, my fingers on the key. And can you see that? Colour it's gone to this crap camera. Let's drop the brightness in my house lights. Screwing around with the camera. AF, there you go. Right, so that's a nice looking. Right, so now the scrolling is just in the main loop, and if I stop, it carries on scrolling regardless. As you see, when I'm pulling backwards, I'm following the crest of a wave, just kind of as you would in real life as you're reversing. Now it'd be great that I do have the graphics of the ship facing the other way and adding in the variables for which direction you're facing in. Flip the ship around and reverse the scroll the other way. So you're heading off to the right and off to the left, and the ground scrolls appropriately for the direction you're going. So there you go, riding the waves, dudes. To those crests. Stay low because there's something coming overhead. You might not have to be careful not to crash into the waves. I could put collision detection in, couldn't I? If you could splash into the waves and die. Alright, so I'm happy with that. We've got a scrolly landscape. You can move around in all directions and do joystick inputs. I think it'd be time to make this little ship fire something maybe, and collision detection, and get something to shoot at on the screen, eh? And a little set of words that says score, and an explosion, then some more aliens to shoot and a story for the game, which I've already got. And this is going to be a screen when you get to the end of this game. Because the thing is, you're not actually supposed to be here. And that's all I'm going to leave you with. When you get to play the real game, you're not supposed to be there. And you're going to have some hellish fun when you get to play it, doing something you're not supposed to be doing.